Good morning. Yes, I'm going to do some of that writing as soon as I take another sip of coffee. That is a hot cup of coffee in more ways than one. All right. So I've got this new document. I'm all set. I got it formatted. I'm ready to write a synopsis. Though for these people, it is a treatment. I'm writing the treatment for this novel pitch. And it has very specific standards they want, which is kind of fun, something different. And while I am a succinct writer, I get to be more succinct, extra succinct, succincter. All right, I can put this over here. All right. Now it's taking a 100,000 word book and doing an overview in 200 words. So I'm going to read their recommendations of how to do it. And see what they want. That's interesting. I wonder why that document didn't come in right. All right, where are their notes here? Okay, here we go. How to write a novel treatment for these people. They adopted their own treatment format and the request I follow. The goal is to present a clear, compelling vision of your project as well as potential readership and market, and give us a feel for your talent and skill for telling a story. Okay, key differences from a normal query letter and synopsis. Okay, they have a max. Suggestions, okay? Not hard and fast. So if I go over by 5 words or 100 words, they're not going to yell at me. Ha. All right, they want a concise, vivid introduction. Already, I'm struggling with the first sentence because I just wrote it and I'm like, wait, no, there's a better way to do that. Oh, I gotta switch this over though, so I don't hurt my brain. I was listening to 80s music, but I want a soundtrack. I want to listen to The Fountain. The Fountain soundtrack is a good choice. I think. We'll see here. We'll see if it helps or it distracts. Sometimes soundtracks are more distracting to me, and songs with words are less distracting. All right, let's see where we go. That's a cliche way to say that, but I want to say it. I just have to find a better way to say it. There's 3 facts I'm trying to get across in this statement. Let me check something here quickly. You know what I wrote, because there was a way that I wrote something earlier in one of these synopses that I liked that I reused the phrasing of. Guess that could work. I think that makes sense, though, writing that part out. Oop. Message. Okay. Hmm. Exactly. Staring at things and thinking, because the first sentence of this thing I really want to be kind of the meat and potatoes of the world. I mean, you know the world that I'm discussing here, Chrysanth. I'm trying to, and the good thing about writing something to them is they want to know the end. They want to know motivations. They want to know everything. They want to show. They don't want me to tell. They want me to show exactly what's going on and everything, and let them figure out how it actually happens. So I can be really forthcoming with the details, but I want to be punchy with the details. I am focused. My brain. It helps that I have, the building violin music in the background. And that's the problem with the soundtrack sometimes, is that I can get just kind of riding along the sounds, and then until it hits a high point, a crescendo or something, I'm just like, yes, yes, yes. And then it builds and I'm like, oh yeah, type, type, type. So you can get stuck there in the music and be like, wait, wait, no, no, wait for it. Sometimes I'm like, no, just write the word down. Because I'm trying to encapsulate the current state of everything without sounding like in a world where, in like a traditional movie pitch. I could write it that way just as a joke to myself, but I shouldn't. I'm writing the sentence over and over in my head here, thinking, what are those first 7 words going to be? First 12 words, the first 2 words. I want to start with a nice, punchy, dogmatic statement, axiomatic, something that is irrefutable. I need to look up a word quickly because I want to make sure it's a good word. No, I don't want that there. Oh my gosh. Move that page out of the way. There we go. Um, oh, that doesn't work. Try a related word here. work there. You see me nodding my head subtly. It's because I'm hearing the plucking of the violin strings right now. Is it? I think controlled is a bad word to use here. I need it to be softer, but also stabbier. I think first sentence normally toughest, yes. Hello, Dragon Noodle Soup Gaming. Have I played Sunset Overdrive? Sunset Overdrive. Is that the zombie one? Wait. Let me make sure I'm talking about the right one. Yes, yes. I have played Sunset Overdrive, and I played another one like it too. I thought there was a later one. What was this? Isn't there? I thought there was another one. But yeah, I did play it. It's zombies. It's fun. Yeah, it was a while ago. It was like actually I think it was more than 10 years ago, wasn't it? Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong game, but I thought it was more than 10 years ago. But hello, Dragon. Contained and studied. to find my other document here. I will minimize that one. As I said, promised there. Where is... That is that. This is this one. That is a concise one. Where is my... I had a blurb in here. Was it at the end? No, that's a different one. I have a bunch of documents. Let me look at all my documents. I got too many documents in some ways. Was it here? Okay, this is the synopsis page. That's the long synopsis, which I wrote, which is too long. Sudden escapism. Where is that line? It's a fun game. I mean, it's a kind of an open world game, but you get to do fun, goofy things, quite honestly. Yeah, I mean, you get to goofy things. You don't get to quite be a superhero necessarily, but I have seen out there that somebody got Infamous or Infamous 2 running on an emulator somewhere, so you can play it on your PC if you get it, which is kind of cool. Well, there is a portion where I pitch myself in here. I am following very closely because this publishing house, which I found, they publish, and I'm going to get the name wrong, Larry Correia, and they have a certain way they want their treatment done. It's an overview, the story summary, a statement on the length of the book, comp titles, the author biography, the marketing publicity hooks, and then potential endorsements. So they have a specific way they want this one written. So I am following it. But hello, fantastic. yeah, those words all work in there, and I love them. Hello, 40 Viking. Yeah, it's an interesting one. So I sent this to Crescent. I sent it to a couple other people I know who write as well. They specifically say, and you'll love this too, Dragon. Arc Press is their name. It says specializes in genre fiction, primarily science fiction, fantasy, but also political thrillers, alternate history, mystery, and historical novels. We focus on stories where humans triumph over adversity, alien, evil, or natural. We promise readers that in every arc book, the humans win in the end. We aim to reclaim the great American novel of decades past and serve the reader who thrives on intricate plots, richly imagined worlds, and stories that grapple with the big questions of humanity. There is a section in here. They have a final treatment format they want you to follow. But I found this section before. In one of the thing where it says comp titles, it said it would also be a great idea to show how the book appeals to male readers who love deeply imagined stories in the tradition of great American novels of yore, whatever the genre. This is our editorial focus at Arc Press. I'm like, well, guess what I'm doing today? You're going to pitch me with tar and feathers? Hey, I'm up for it. Let's go. Let's do this thing. I like new experiences. I'm sure I'll be fine. I can regenerate, right? Send them a picture of my photocopied butt and tell them it's the eye of an eldritch beast. Well, I would not agree to do that at all. So we're back to not agreeing to doing things. Whee! Yeah, I gotta find this. Okay, here we go. Oh, from the there. That would go over well. Look at me typing the word wrong and then putting a different word after it. Article, then a word. Should I look these people up or something? Yeah, you should. You should look up Arc Press and write. Send them a thing. And if you get a query letter and they love your stuff, tell them to check me out. But I will applaud your success if you get in there. And I will not become a little green dragon of jealousy. I shall remain the wizard. ARK. I can put their URL here in the chat because I rule or something. Let's see. Oop, that didn't work. Oh my gosh, that didn't work. I'm gonna be able to do it. It's gonna work. Oh my gosh. Because I'm on a different page. I gotta find the right. All right, here we go. It is this. I really wish this page wasn't so bright. I'm gonna fix that. There. Now it won't be glowing. But I think they do want you to have the novel finished. So you can submit, but you make sure you have the actual novel finished first. So bang one out. Ba-bam! I just don't like the word remnant here. Vestiges, maybe? Doesn't quite work, though. Kind of like remainder, but I almost want to say dregs of humanity, but that's not going to work. Yeah, I'm trying to remember though. Dragging back to the Sunset Overdrive. If that's the one where you can put like the traffic cones on the guys' heads. I don't remember. I'd have to look. Why is that complaining? Action. It's a word. Okay. Okay, within. Guns with teddy bear bombs. Yeah, there's all kinds of fun stuff in there. There's another game I'm thinking of too that has all this zombie killing stuff, and I cannot remember the name of the damn thing. Where you go to like, you're gathering survivors, you're going, you're holding up in mansions and stuff. Uh, what the hell is that thing called? I'm gonna look at it on Steam here really quickly because I want to know. Thanks for distracting me from writing. Yeah, I think this is the one where you choose a choose faction, but there is another game like this. That's not it. That I'm also thinking of. And I can't remember what it's called. Dead Island. Dead Island 2 is what it was. I think. Because I think there's more than one Dead Island. Is Dead Island 2 the computer or the California one? Yeah, Dead Island 2. That is also a fun game. Big open world game. Came out a couple years ago. But you can do all kinds of crazy zombie killing and stuff in that as well. So yeah, take a peek at those. Take a peek at those. It's different. It's different than Sunset Overdrive. It's a little more grounded, but it's still, you can do a lot of goofy crap. What's so perfect? Oh, the hair. I did trim mine yesterday. I cut down all this because it was getting out there too far, and this so I could actually eat again. You played first one? Yeah, the second one's pretty fun. I might go back and play that at some point, actually. Wait, why did my font change? What? That was weird. Let's see. Okay. Those all bare faces. Ew. Yeah, I'm right now. I'm starting with a statement, but I have parts in there because what they do want is they want me to tell them everything. They want me to tell the whole story. They don't want vagaries. They don't want ambiguity and all this stuff. They want in their treatment. They're like, let us figure it out. Any of the twists and turns and stuff. Make our own, conclusion or yes, logical leaps. Um, so because they want the concept, main characters, central figures, essential conflict, and general setting. And then it's supposed to have a hook, and then tell you how the book ends. And I'm trying to do this in 200 words. They said you don't have to have it be 200 words, but I'm at 107 already. I'm like, crap. I'm almost halfway through, and I'm almost halfway through the synopsis. So I'm getting there. I'm a very succinct writer, but I'm like, oh no. Ah, no dragon. I'm not gonna do that. Nope. Nope. Most of the people in that commercial were from Infinity Ward, which are, I mean, they're my coworkers, but they're not on the same in the same company as me technically. So I talk with them every day, but I was not in that one. Fantastic. Do you have a beard? Are you going to shave it? Don't shave it. Sassy doesn't want anybody to shave their beards. Dragon's beard isn't a beard. It's just literally carbon that's stuck to his face, and he can't get rid of it. He's just got a long trail of carbon atoms that form a beard. That is a long sentence, but I like it. But it's a long sentence. Sassy met you clean shaven? Oh no. Oh well, then I guess the good thing is that's perfect. Make sure to give them my biometric scan so they know who the main character of your story is. The main character of the story is his name is Finn. Along with his sister Lucy. already and undesirable in society. Let's see. Things are here. Oh, I don't know about Sunset Drive letting you make your own weapons. That I don't know about. They're talking in their sleep, mess with me. You need to have a white noise generator, Sassy. Finn Frost. No, his name is Finn Whalen. Very specifically named. And his sister Lucy. Nice. Excellent. I'm glad you two got to meet in person. I don't ever get to go to conventions and stuff because I'm usually too busy, so sadly. What's a word for this? Good thing is I'll be able to go back to this afterwards and find some more stuff. We'll say icky. Really? Somebody put the word icky in here? Okay, I guess that makes sense. I don't like it as a word, but it's funny. Say of. Yeah, that works. All right, how many words am I at now? I'm a 197. I've still got more to write. Let's see. Was it your sister that was looking at us all like we're crazy, Sassy? You can literally drive to me easily. You could. Vulcan in hiding. So you can eat earplugs. There you go. That might not be a bad thing, as long as people can wake you up. Okay, we'll change this to... Let's say work through the quest. I need to actually look at my document really quickly because I have to make sure of where I ended something in this part of the book. Where did I end that? Current draft. Oh, let's see. Copy edit version. Let's go to the end of everything. Okay, load the document. Yes, I know it's 100 and some thousand words. That's fine. It just takes a while to load in Word. I have a lot of documents open, so. Okay, she knew this, she knew that. Okay, all right, let's start at the beginning here. Go through this paragraph. Okay. That is unnecessary. Let me check something. When did I do this in the book? Let's go here. It's already there. Maze. Probably going to get in the shower. A friend are going to watch Evil Dead Burn today. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I gotta check my thing there. Oh, where did I move it? I just moved something. I moved too many windows around, and there we go. There's my window. Hello! Someone who's planning on running this through an AI. Links and chains. What? Ads are up in the corner. Ah. Oh yeah, I would never run anything through an AI. Blech. This entire book is about how AI is not exactly your friend and also doesn't understand humanity. So probably not. Probably not going to do that. But hello and welcome. Hello, Esopdemos. I like the little wizard, whatever the heck that is. What is that thing? A wizard owl. Sure, we'll go with that. I'm glad you're hitting a stride on your story. Woo! Yeah, I was talking with a couple other people that were writing stuff lately. Bam! And they have just been on a literal tear, which is good. I'm having fun with this overview. I'm definitely not going to keep it at 200 words, but I think I'm going to be able to chop parts of this out. I want to get it all down kind of in a sequence and then pull it apart. Because okay, because this happens, let's see. Because I think I'm plodding along a little too slowly in this to keep the whole pace of the book in these paragraphs. I need to hit the big. Okay, because there it is that. And then. Okay. Where did I hit it here? What page is that on? That is 70. Okay, it's already there. Okay, there we go. I found the spot. Okay. Woods are fighting up there. So if you hear some I think Pumpkin and Mary Doc are having a wrestling match and also a run around the house match. So you may hear cat step soon. You have to finish watching Evil Dead Rise. I barely remember anything past Evil Dead 2, I think. Is that's muted? Okay, good. Let's see. What are we gonna put in here? We're gonna try. We'll throw in the soundtrack from Gladiator. That'll work. That's a good one. All right, all right, all right. Now I changed that sentence. It kind of messed up this flow. Okay, I'm going to change this into 2 different sentences and try that. Because then I can separate the clauses here. That'll make it more succinct. Plug into unique classes. Move this up here. Paragraph. Do that though. Here, let's do this. Let's put an indent in there. Nope. Here. Why is that doing that? Oh, it's not a separate paragraph. There we go. There we go. Wow, that was weird. Phraseology or something. Ba, ba, ba. What are we doing over there? Ad starts in a minute. Yeah, ads are an annoying reality in Twitch. I get it. If you want to watch without ads, you can come over and find me on YouTube, by the way, if you want to just hop over there. I'm not like monetized or anything, so you can hop over there if you like. I like seeing people on Twitch, but if you don't want to deal with ads, you can come on over there. Here, I'll throw a link in there if you want to. Boop. That should take you to me if you want. All right, so I'm going to reread this one more time. Oh, I got to change that spacing there because that's messed up. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, how am I going to write that though? That's a heavy sentence to try and put together. Well, hello, grandkid. Hi. We don't bite. Well, no, I don't think anybody bites. And if they do, we'll hit them with a spray bottle. Eventual extinction. Okay. I don't need to say that there. I can take that entire sentence out of there. There we go. He giggled. Nice. Be good to your grandma. Okay. Taking that sentence back to where it kind of was. Okay, I think that works way better, calling it that. Oh, I should say in the, yeah. Isn't it great when I say like 5 words out of the hundreds of things I'm writing and you guys have no idea what I'm saying and everything is blurred out? Isn't it fantastic? uh, That works. That works. Okay. The Willy Wonka TV explanation. I love it. I love it. I sent somebody a Willy Wonka emoji, or I guess GIF, however you want to pronounce it. Don't come at me. Today. So there. Ha. Okay, no notes, no messages. I don't have to worry about anything over there. Yay, I can minimize that again. Sweet. All right. There we go. Extra key in there. That's not good. Oop. Sorry, I'm just modding somebody here. There. Bam. Where did I can't mod that stuff out. Well, Atomics isn't here, so I can't mod it to get rid of it. But that guy's a bot, so getting rid of him. Boom. Parents will them too. All right. originally. Yeah, well over 200 words, but I'm gonna try and succinctify this afterwards. I'm at 300 right now. I'm going to look at one thing really quickly. There's a story summary here. So I think I'm getting into story summary when I should be going a little. I think I'm going into story summary. So I'm going to kind of come back here once to the overview, and I'm going to space down here and start cherry picking to the interview here, or the overview. I think the first paragraph really still works. Rebellious. Oops. Yeah. See, how do I want to put this? Oh, if I put that phrase there, though, it's going to completely change the way that flows. Jobs, entertainment, exhibits, What are the humans? We'll say planning to see. I don't like that phrase, but I'm going to put it in there. Bam. Okay. Hey, ushered rather than thrust, because he wasn't thrust into this trial, he was ushered into it. Ah, hot sauce and coffee. Mm. Makes me sniffle, but I love it. Let's see here. All right, what did I put in here? Central conflict. I've got the general setting. We've got the conflict. Okay, I don't want overwhelming detail. That's what I was going into. I was going into overwhelming detail. I don't even need the word R in there. Overwhelming. Too many whales. Not enough overs. Not enough unders. Wait. Yeah. Now I can put this phrase in there. Parkour indeed. I like it. Hello, Lion Not Warrior. How you doing? Did the magic one break? I didn't hear magic. There we go. So say, wait a second. Wait for it. All right. Ad starts in 5 minutes. Why are there so many ads? I don't remember there being this many ads. Did they change the way the ads work on YouTube recently? Because I turned those suckers down as far as I could get them. I am doing well. How about you? I'm just writing a synopsis and overview and a whole bunch of a treatment for my novel for people that I can submit to directly without having to worry about those pesky literary agents. Okay, so that works. Hook this part. Tell us how the book ends. think I have that. Where is it? Okay, there we go. I have it right there. Oh, that doesn't make it. That's a horrible ending for a sentence. No, delete, delete, delete. That was horrible. Blah. I guess we did say work through. We'll say and ushered went to visit the vampires yesterday for an allergic test. Haven't been tested in 15 years. Well, is that good? Did it come back negative? You're allergic to nothing? Hopefully. Oh, facility, finality, whatever. All right. Do you know I'm allergic to milk? I'll see if any new ones I didn't know about soon. Takes a week or two to get results. Back to the living. Are you allergic to lactose in the milk? Do you take lactate and use lactose-free milk, or is it just milk in general? Hello again, Margaret. Who is Margaret? What are we talking about here? I think I'm going to cut that section out because I just realized something. I'm going to open something up here. Let me go. Oh, nope, no. Let me get to the document that has the actual book here. Okay, we're going to go down. Very end, very end, very end. Uh, uh, what would this be called? All right, how many words is that now? That's 300. Wait, is that 300 words? Oh, that's interesting. I got it up to 300 words again. But that's good because it's much more succinct and it tells the whole thing. Got it. Let's see. Depending on how much milk I drink will result in how much pain I'll be in. Candy bar muffin, have a runny nose. Okay. Oof. Ooh. So have you tried lactose free milk or lactose free anything? I'm curious. I'm curious. Need to say of Earth because I already said that. I don't need to say that. Severely impacted. There we go. You have shark frenzy on it. Coconut milk. Yeah, that's not bad. Lactose-free milk is not bad. It tastes kind of sweet because I have a friend whose daughter is lactose intolerant. So if I have that stuff around and she doesn't have lactate, I have lactose-free milk. It just tastes really sweet, which, you know, maybe it's not a bad thing. Oh, Ray Stevens. Yeah. The guy with the beard. I remember that guy. Okay, I think this isn't a bad overview. I'm going to read through it a couple more times here. I think I can actually say this. Move that there. Okay. All right. Hey, Crescent, you still out there? Oh, bad fever. Ooh. Body looks at milk protein and says, "Threat, kill it." Look like a Wizard of Harry Potter. Or Lord of the Rings. Maybe they should read The Hobbit. I'm just saying, if you want to amuse the kids, you should read The Hobbit, or maybe watch the old cartoon version of The Hobbit with them. Huh? Yes, that was pretty nice. Okay, Chrysanth, here I'm sending you something. It's 300 words. It may take you a while to get through it. Tell me what you think of this. Since you've read the book, it's at 298 words. So they said 200 isn't a hard and fast rule, but I'm trying to see. I have parts I could take out still. I'm just going to see what I think. Too many words. 300, 298, 298. It's not quite 300, right? Right. Already changing parts of it. Get rid of a word there. That's funny. I cut a bunch of stuff out, put some stuff back in. Now I'm at 299. Yeah, bleak and optimistic. The only worry I have is the very end. And this is a possibility they'll just be like, we kind of want it to be standalone, which means I'd have to rewrite the end, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. I could swap things around. I could even. Nah, I couldn't really do it. It's got to be more books. I couldn't redo it. But we'll see. It's possible it won't turn them off. Maybe. Yeah, I know I'm frozen in place because I'm thinking. Thank you for the feedback, Chrysanth. Excellent, excellent. Good stories. I like good stories. Fingers crossed. Really? Didn't count articles and conjunctions as word counts. Interesting. They're an intrinsic part of language, but okay. What would I put? I want to put a little bit more about the sit fac in there. That's my thoughts exactly. All right, that's harsher words. I like it. I like harsh words because they're doing harsh things. Dotted across the frozen landscape. Okay. Under the care. It's. I always get caught out by if you have an initialism or MR in this case for modal reality, MR to say a MR location because even grammar stuff wants to say and MR because you're saying MEM and you need the end, but it's technically a modal blah blah blah. Like stop it. See, that's where my brain gets screwed up, Sassuich. Rolling around and spelling and grammar all the time. All right, we're gonna leave this as it is right now. We're gonna say that's the overview right now. All right, we're gonna grab the story summary. This could be 800 to 1200 words. We're gonna put this in here. That there. We're gonna take this part and we're going to highlight that. We're going to put this part here and highlight that. I just heard a clunk at my back door. So either the kitten that comes out there, visits with her mom, is chasing butterflies again and bonking into the door, or Calvino or Wolfie or somebody wants in. So I'm going to go check. I'll be... You've been called that? You should look up Mitchell and Webb Grammar Nazi. It's a little skit. It's kind of fun. Golden rule. All right, I'm going to go check quickly in Cat. So enjoy chair for a moment. Look, chair with my sticker that's kind of getting all messed up. All right. Cats wanted to say hello to me, not to you guys. They didn't want to come in. It's nice and toasty out there. They're lounging. They're enjoying themselves. They're having a good old time. Kitty trouble. Yeah, there was a styrofoam little cube out there with a little top on it that they love sitting on top of. And yesterday, the backyard mafia showed up like they normally do, little raccoon jerks, and they decided they were going to knock that thing over and see what was in it. I'm like, there's nothing in it. There was a piece of paper in it. So I flipped it and put it back over there and everything. I go out today again, knocked over again, put it back up. You got to be kidding me. So I think what I'm going to do, since cats love laying on it because it's just this big comfy thing they lay on, I'm going to put a rock inside it and tape the lid on maybe or something like that. We'll see. Because they just love that thing. I don't know why. Maybe because it has nice soft rounded edges, I guess. What did I get here? Did I get a message? Did I get the message? Oh, I just got pinged at something. All right. There we go. Clunkety, 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 go cats. There's the running. Yeah, because I think it's big enough. I can't fit a whole cinder block in there. I have some small bricks. I can take some bricks or put some in there, or a rock. Either way, I think that will work. But I have these tubs out there. I don't have any of them in here right now, but they're about like this tall. It's magic. About this tall ish, and you know, about a foot wide, about 3/4 of a foot long, about 4 inches deep ish. They're just little tubs that I use for storing stuff, but I'll use them outside for cat food so the bugs can't climb in them as easy. So they can have a little crunchy cat food and they don't have to worry about their whiskers touching the side. They love them. The little cats who come and visit, the little kittens, they climb right in and just sit in there and eat. In the back, since the cat's out there, you know, I give them water. Or the front, there's a little pool for the cats to hop in if they want to, a little waiting thing. Back here, I fill that thing with like 2 inches of water. And I shouldn't do it anymore because I'll come out there at night and, like I said, the backyard mafia is there. They're not only digging in the cat's water fountain that has the hose attached to it to the side of the house and using it, the big fat one will just be in it, just sitting in there like, I'm lounging in the water. And it's so filthy and gross from them because they're raccoons and they run through everything. Like, really? It's not a bath for you guys. So I have to scrub that thing out every day. So annoying. So fun. Yeah, I threw a piece of waffle and stuff out there, and they're like, "Oh yes, tasty!" And I found pieces of the waffle in the water, like, So they'll grab anything. They'll be like, "Oh, there's water back here. Go stick our hands in it, stick our bodies in it, and then eat the waffle." They're probably lounging in it like a Roman, eating the bread while they're sitting in it. All right, there we go. I'm tacking a little bit on the end there. So story summary. The next part is the story summary, which is, you know, fantastic. Everybody loves the story summary. All right. Start to finish narrative breakdown of your book's history or book story in a compelling, engaging manner. We do not want an outline. Draw us into the world and events of your story as if you were telling it directly to readers. Some things to keep in mind to present this material to us in the best light possible. Show, don't tell. Avoid exposition. Instead, let us infer key details about the plot, characters, and setting through context. Yep, sounds good. Backyard Mafia. Yep, little bastards. Cornbread and bird food. Yeah. I mean, they dirty all the cats' water dishes outside. It's like, but I want the cats to have water. I was like, well, I could bring it all in at night, but kind of sucks. The cats won't have water at night if they're outside. All right. Show, don't tell. Avoid expedition. Instead, let us infer key details about the plot, characters, and setting through contact. Woo! Yeah. Well, we have possums around here. We have possums. We have raccoons, turkeys. The guy who showed up at my place yesterday to drop something off, I shouldn't say showed up, who came to drop something off that I'd ordered, drove down. He stopped. He got out of his car and he's like, I had no idea turkeys can fly that high. I was like, oh, were they in the driveway? He's like, yeah, the damn things flew up like, 15 feet in those trees over there. I was like, yeah, well, that's about all they can do. Wild turkeys can take flight. It's just they're not going to go very far most of the time. But yeah, they can get up and stuff. And he's like, dang. Then he looks over. He's like, is that a deer? Like, yep, it's over there trying to get apples. There's a deer. He's just sitting there in my meadow. He's like, wow, you don't feel this isolated, but you're really isolated. Like, yes, I am. I said, don't look now, but there are cats and rabbits all over the place too. He's like, oh, I saw the cats. I haven't seen the rabbits. Like, that's probably because you saw the cats. All right. Anyway, let's see. What do we got here? What was the next part? Show, don't tell. Include the ending. Conclude your book essay with the resolution of the novel. Clearly explain how the book ends and how major story arcs are resolved. Avoid teasers or open-ended statements, okay? Depict motivations and stakes. Clearly convey your protagonist's motivations and what is at stake for him. Do the same for your major antagonist. What drives him? What are the consequences of his success or failure? Highlight your world building. As you describe the events of the story, depict the setting and milieu. This is a science fiction or fantasy novel. Provide a brief but vivid explanation of the new technology or magical system and how the story depends on it. Elucidate with details. I like the way they wrote this. Consider incorporating dialogue from the book that reveals character motivations and highlights key moments. Describe specific scenes to give a sense of how the story unfolds and how you write action, emotion, and the setting. Use these examples to immerse the reader in your narrative style. Got it. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun section to do. But I do probably have to hop off here because I've got to go take a phone call. What time is it? It is 11:15. I've got 5 more minutes because I've got, 15 minutes until I was going to call. But I am going to be hopping on again later. I'm going to play something. I can't decide what to play. I toyed with the idea of playing the game that you're playing right now, Chrysant, but I'm not sure I would like it. It seems like, I don't know, it seems like a game that maybe I'd find interesting, but I also may just be like, what am I playing? Yeah, this forum is fun. It's testing user writer while getting information on the book. And that is exactly what they wanted. That's why they said ours is a little bit different. Like, very cool. And the fact that nowhere in here has it asked me if I am disadvantaged or anything about me. There's one section in here that says about the author. And it's way down far. They want to know all about the book and the story, then the stakes and the writing and how you tell a story and everything. And at the end, they're like, tell us who you are. I like it. Turn-based combat. You probably won't like it. Oh, okay. Mom and Dad live near a lake now. 6 Airbnbs in the subdivision with them. The visitors love the deer eating corn at the entrance. Oh, yeah. Ooh, it's a deer. Well, now I got to figure out what the heck I want to play later. I could go back and play more Stationeers. By the way, on Mimas, the place that I was playing on, the Moon of Saturn, I blew up and disintegrated one Stirling engine, as you guys saw on that stream. I played offline, disintegrated a second Stirling engine, and broke the entire building because it exploded. I put a third one in there, started a new way of setting things up. I blew up my furnace, and then it incinerated the whole pipeline going into it and blew up the building. I evidently don't understand how to work the Stirling engine in the game yet. So if I do play Stationeers today, I may go back to playing on the Moon and trying that out real quick, or Mars or something. Mars has storms, which is cool. The Moon doesn't have storms, and it has solar events. But I have, it's harder to get water and oxygen and all that stuff there. But I think I need to go back to the Moon and try that stuff and get that all nailed down completely before I go any farther. I like blowing things up. Yeah, Focus on the Book is good. Yeah, well, I mean, I just blow some stuff up. Or I could go back and play some more Nuclear Epoch and go shoot some things in that game. I can't really decide which one I want to do. I think I'm gonna play one of those two today. So we'll see where that goes. But I think I am going to get the hecketh out of here. This was incredibly useful here. I was not sure I was going to be able to get through that overview even in a couple of hours of doing it, because condensing a 100,000 word novel down into, 300 words, not easy. So, but quite honestly, I think this overview is way better than the overviews that I've done for other query letters. So I like this one. I like this one. I still need some punching, smacking. I gotta push it around a little bit, but I'll get it there. All right. So to that end, I'm gonna get the heck out of here. Bye, 40 Viking. I will see you guys later. If you guys do not already know, you should go to, let's find it here, because I type things really well. I type things so good, except when I don't. Here we go. I'm going to go here and do this. You should go, if you have not gone there, you should go here. And you should sub to this channel where we do the live action role playing. I'm a cast member on a couple shows there. Chrysanth's over there as well. Also, I'll throw it here. This is for Crimson Throne tonight, assuming that everything worked out for Erudite updating things. I guess we'll find out. And I'm going to throw it over here on YouTube as well. Or YouTube and Kick. That is the overall channel. And this is the show that they're in tonight. I'm not in this one tonight. But you get to see a bunch of other people, and you'll get to see Chrysanth in that one. So have fun. Have fun out there. Don't do anything too crazy. Enjoy yourselves. If you want a mug that has my mug on it, this guy, me, pointing at you. See, me pointing. Oop, how do I do this? This way. Pointing at you. You can go to my link tree and find it. All right. I will talk to you all a bit later. Get out of here. Go do something fun.